Alright, the theme of this game was just pace, and this was the real definition of 7 seconds or less, because both teams didn't even need the shot clock with how fast they were putting that shit up. Every time down, it was a quick drag to flow right into their offense, or just them attacking the defense not being set, and the only noticeable difference between both teams was just how aggressive Shea was at getting downhill. He's finally realizing he shouldn't be the one chucking from deep, and at this point, that also applies to Caruso, because he's now 5 of 27 on the year, with 19 of them being wide open. I know it's bad when Dre got mad at Steph for closing out on him one time, but thankfully the Thunder's got other snipers, and with Shea reverting back to his attacking playstyle, it was just opening up their entire offense. Once the Dubs started sending two, that just opened up even more, but the one advantage Shea wanted to exploit wasn't working, and Steph's just gotten too used to teams hunting him non-stop, so he's mastered how to hedge, or how long to show before retreating. But even if it does work, the others can cover up for it because of how good their defense has been, and once again, that end of the floor was what led to them taking control of the game in the second. They were very good at containing the ball, was good on switches, and always had help coming over, so the Thunder were just forced into tough shots or turnovers. There was just nothing easy at all, and because of that, it was just difficult for them to establish a rhythm, but what made it even worse was all those stops just kept feeding the Dubs pace and turn, so they got to establish one. The Thunder's minor breakdowns throughout only made it easier, and the only reason the Dubs didn't just break the game open was because of the whistles the Thunder got in the last 2 minutes. But that didn't matter much, because the rhythm still carried over into the third, so those just delayed the inevitable, and it was even more dangerous in this quarter because of Steph's heater. All he needed was a few easy ones at the rim to get going. Now the Thunder have to put two on him, and that just opened up shots for others that were already in a rhythm to eat on the backside. Out of their 42 points, he generated 29 of those either scoring, diming, or off his gravity, and that, combined with the same lockdown defense from earlier, put him up 30 with all the momentum entering the fourth, so the game should have been over. But as I've said many times before, leads are never safe, especially against the Thunder as a full 48 team, and I'd say it was more about them turning up than the Dubs getting complacent. It started with that second unit getting stops, that then turned into a quick 11-0 run to build momentum, and then the starters just snowballed that into an 18-4 run. If anything, I think Steve Kerr let those runs go a little too long, because it was obvious the Dubs were rattled just based on that stretch of turnovers that could have lost them the game, but as expected, it was Steph saving the day, and he was a part of 2 timely stops and 2 timely shots to put this game to bed. But what makes this loss even worse for the Thunder is them losing Steph for at least 2 months on the same night, and that's on top of Hartenstein still being out until at least the end of the month. Just watch the tape.
Curry, sidestep three, Stephen Curry.